So I'm sticking with the 6x9 size speaker, and this is the Rockford Fosgate P1692. We'll have to pop off 4 trim pieces to get to the screws behind them in order to take the door panel off. Okay, so this is hard to do one-handed, but there is screw number 1 behind that trim piece. Then we'll go to this control panel. I kind of work from the softer end where the leather is to kind of get the pry bar up underneath it, and then just kind of work your way forward and just pop that out. Now once you pop it over, there's going to be an electrical piece that you just have to disconnect. It's a little clip right here. Again, hard to do one-handed, but not too bad. Then just pop this door handle trim piece off right here. So I just start at the one end and start working my way towards the door handle. It'll start coming loose, and once it gets to about this point, you can kind of use your hand to work your way around. You can get most of it right here, and probably if you had both hands, you could just pull the entire piece off right there. But you can use a pry bar at the top if you need to and pop it out. So there's screw 1. Screw 2 back there, and screw 3. So if you have an extension on your drill, you'll need it. Work your way around the door panel and pop it loose. Disconnect this light at the bottom of the door. Disconnect the programmable buttons. These cables connect to the door handle and lock. I just left those in place. I use some painter's tape just to hold the door up while I'm working over here on the speaker, and it's got 4 screws that you just have to remove. So here, just unhook the speaker and pop out the 4 screws, and you can take it out. Okay, let's flip over the crappy speaker and unhook the terminal. Once that is out, we will flip it back over, and there are 4 screws here holding on the front of the speaker. So we'll take those out, and now this piece will come off, and you can use your screwdriver to pull the speaker completely out. Okay, so now for the tricky part, we have to modify this bracket. We have to cut this in 4 places because the speaker will not fit, and then you got to shave down or trim off these 2 pieces so the speaker will fit flush. So I just used some garden shears for this piece. I just clipped each section, the 2 smaller pieces right there, and then I flipped it over and used the same shears to cut through the thicker piece also. It worked fine, but if you had something else like a Dremel, which I used to shave off those other pieces, that would work also. But the clippers or some kind of scissors, something like that, you could use to cut through that. And then I had to go trim off those 2 little pieces right there. And there it is, fits flush. Now we're going to reuse our electrical connector from the old speaker. So we're going to clip this off. Just clip off each piece as far down, each wire as far down as you can go, because you don't have a lot to work with here. So there's not a lot of room for error. We're going to take these 2 clamps on the end, crimp them on, and we can connect that onto our new speaker. So I stripped it down, crimp these on, and the green will go to the positive, black to the negative. We'll hook those on, and we should be good to go. So then pop this connector in, test it, and put it all back together, and you're done.